you are doctor, and
Yeah.
how a doctor dentist jumped into Web3. What's the story behind it?
I've been in crypto since 2019, end of 2019, early 2020.
So how Ryder Wallet is different from, let's say, Trust Wallet?
That stores your funds offline. Developed this technology called Safe recovery. To recover your wallet, you just need to piece the puzzle together.
So are you a meme trader as well?
Love my shitcoins.
Oh.
Pepe was one of those at the $9 million market cap. Now, had I held till today,
Meme season is dead.
it slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
I think in crypto we have a problem where people want to get rich really fast.
You love DeSci narrative.
The research narrative is controlled, the funding is controlled, the publications are controlled, and that's why I feel like decentralized science.
Every year, 2 months, you like to spend time in Thailand.
Life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Yaxvaani. Today we have a very dynamic and charming personality with us, Nisheta Sachdeva. Nish, welcome to Yaxvaani.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Absolute pleasure. So how's everything going? How's Dubai serving you?
Dubai's been good. I've been here 5 years now. I think the traffic is really bad, so I prefer not to leave my house.
And in the summer as well.
Yeah, the summer was really bad. I stayed here, 2 years ago because I was about to start school and I wanted to prepare. Oh my God, it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. Have you been here in the summer?
Yeah.
You know when you
I
leave
have
the
seen
house,
nightmares as well.
you like open the door and you're like, because you just can't breathe.
If I go for a walk at 10 p.m., I feel heat on my face as well. So
Yeah.
just being in the mall and home.
I know. It's like seasonal depression for Europe, but for summers here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So Nish, you like to be called as a Nish or Nisheta?
Nish is fine. Everyone knows me as Nish. Yeah.
So Nish, you have been doctor. You are doctor. And
Yeah.
how a doctor dentist jumped into Web3? What's the story behind it? How you come in Web3?
I get this question so much. So obviously, it's a bit of a curious change, right? Like, how do you go from medicine into Web3? And
Exactly.
so I'm going to give you the full story here, so just bear with me. But I promise it's relevant. So growing up, I went to 13 schools. Okay, I moved between Europe and the US. And because of all the moving, I managed to skip a couple grades. In the process, I ended up graduating high school at like a month after I turned 17. So at the time, my family had moved from Houston, Texas to Singapore. And I was really young. I wasn't ready to go to university alone. And I really just wanted to live with my family. So after spending a year with my aunt, my Masi in Houston, I ended up moving to Singapore. And I went to NUS, the National University of Singapore, and they were the only one in Singapore to offer dentistry.
Okay.
So I went to them, and at the time, my SAT scores for Texas were well above average. The average was 1250, and I got a 1650. So I thought I was good.
Okay.
I go to NUS, and they go, "You're not going to make it. We're the number one in Asia. Your SAT scores are way too low. I would look for a backup."
Okay.
And obviously, like I've wanted to be a dentist since I was 12 years old, so I was devastated. But I did a backup degree, so I got my degree in business and international marketing. Well, marketing and international business. And then I started working. I graduated at 19 years old, so I was working a 9-to-5 job at 19. And as you can imagine, at 19, I didn't have any guidance because I was new to Singapore. And looking back, I wish that I'd spoken to someone, but I'm happy that I didn't because I went to dental school in India.
Oh.
It was the only place that I could afford to pay for my degree without, taking a mortgage on a house, essentially. And it was probably the most humbling experience of my life. I moved in the outskirts of Mumbai and in Navi Mumbai. And I remember I cried every day for the first 3 years.
Oh. Why?
It was just such a culture shock, and for
fair
me,
enough.
I was like, oh, I'm Indian, I can do it. I speak the language, I'm okay. And then I go to India and I was like, oh, what have I done? But, looking back, I think it was the best thing that I could have done because it really, really shapes you as a person. Now, to answer your question, what ended up happening was after I graduated, I was practicing for about a year, and then COVID hit, and dentists weren't allowed to practice anymore. And at the time, I've always been a bit of a hustler. Like I always love working on multiple things at once, and I always have something or the other to keep me busy. And I had been working with my sister. Everyone, well, a lot of people know her, Nisheta Sachdeva from Luna PR. And at the time, I'd been working with her previous company called Luna Management. And we were doing events and production for crypto and, some like talent management stuff, like model bookings. And fast forward, COVID hit, events and production stopped. So I called her and I was like, what are you going to do? And she's like, what are you going to do? You can't even practice. And I was like, I don't know. And she goes, look, I feel like crypto is going to take off. Why don't we scale Luna as like, the PR and marketing agency side, and let's split from Luna management. And so I ended up, taking a different route. And we ended up setting up here in Dubai in 2020.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So, a couple of questions what you have told me. So, you have been to 6 countries before this, and you have changed more than 13 schools? Oh, so what do you think changing that many schools, how your mindset has been shaped up due to this? Is it positive, negative? What do you think?
I mean, I had a great childhood.
Okay.
Touch wood. Everything was really good. So I can't complain. I think the positives have been that I'm really quick to adapt to situations. You can put me in any room and I'll be able to talk to someone because I will have a point of relevance.
True.
Whether it's being Asian, whether it's being American, or whether it's being the international, European. There's always a point of relevance for everyone. So that's been really fun. I think on the other side, on the flip side, when you learn how to adapt, it just makes life overall easy.
True.
And personally, I realized quite young that if people didn't like me, I just didn't care because I was probably going to move anyway. And so I just stopped caring.
True. I can relate to you. My dad had a transferable job. So till 12th, I have changed more than 15 schools.
Wow.
But not in different countries,
Yeah.
but within a state.
But still, it really shapes you, right? Because you're
100%.
forced to get out of your comfort zone. And whenever you leave that comfort zone, you face a lot of growth.
Exactly. And we learn to detach from our friendships. Every 2-3 years, we need to create new friend circle. We need to gel up with new people. They have already set up group of friends. So we learn at that age.
Yeah.
So I can relate with you that
Yeah.
when I look back to my life, I take it as a super positive. It made my personality more likable, or as you said, put us any room, we will be talking to them.
Exactly. Yeah, it makes for really fun conversations, fun stories and everything. So it's positive.
So as you mentioned, COVID was the turning point, leaving your dentist practice and jumping into Web3. And you mentioned you were with Luna Management, and then you guys started Luna PR, focusing on COVID time. So as we all know, Luna PR has a very good brand image today, if we talk about. So what was the game changer for Luna PR? What you guys done differently compared to competitors?
To be honest, it was adapting.
Okay.
That's been our skill set. Like me, Nikki also went to 13 schools. We also have another sister. Her name is Navi. She's older, and she also went to 13 schools.
Okay.
So we really moved around quite a bit. And one superpower that Nikki has is being able to adapt and predict changes really fast. And I've always said this to her. If there's any company that I admire in terms of change, it's Luna. They're so quick, like notice a trend, quick change. And they position their clients in that way as well. So they really prime their entire team, clients, events to follow these trends. So yeah.
Awesome. And what do you think, what's your biggest learning from Luna?
So many. So many.
Let us know 3 learnings.
Well, I would say first is when you're scaling, really focus on your team. Your team will make or break you. Initially, I have to say that one of our drawbacks was that we hired team members that were really greedy. know,
Okay.
and unfortunately that ended up biting us in the back. But that's the main thing, is hire quality team members that really believe in the passion and that build with passion. The second one would be to focus on results, not just your KPIs, but really focus on what results the clients want and how you can reach those results. A lot of agencies take a cookie cutter approach, and it's the agency model, but I always enjoyed seeing the creative side, and seeing how close those relationships with those clients get built, and then how far the creative sides go. So relationship building is probably the third. That is the most important skill. The
True.
most important skill with
True,
anything.
absolutely.
Yeah.
When so we all know client has tens of hundreds of options of agencies available in the market.
Yeah.
So when you have a unique relationship with the person, if they trust you, they will go with you no matter even you are higher in cost.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
second, as you mentioned, giving results. If any agency can give a measurable results, what client wants, they will never leave you.
Yeah, of course.
So-
And it's hard, right? Well, especially for PR, because how do you measure results of PR?
Absolutely.
SEO, awareness, how many people recognize you at a conference. Like, it's really difficult. So it's a
True.
very subjective matter. But when you really get down to the numbers of it, I think with crypto, there is an issue there. Everyone wants vanity metrics. Every profile that you see, every major brand in crypto has vanity metrics.
Okay.
Everyone is trying to aim for that 100,000 followers on X, and they're all botted engagement. And I think as an industry, we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot there, because now that, I don't know, let's say one of the biggest brands already has that. Let's use Binance. I don't know how many million followers they have, maybe. How many of those are real? And for the smaller brands that are starting off, they want to get to that level, so they keep buying these bot followers and so on. So yeah, it's a tricky one.
even even in the world of marketers, we have that kind of people. If you want to buy a boat's followers, contact us.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
So as you mentioned, Nikita, so elder sister is in crypto, or she's not?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, but
So,
her husband does work at Luna.
so how many such devs are in crypto?
Well, now just me, because technically
Okay.
Nikki's Lord and the elder one is Johal. So
Okay. Okay.
so technically,
You awesome. You mentioned you have done your dentist from Mumbai. You lived in Navi Mumbai.
I did, yeah.
So, what kind of memories you have Navi Mumbai? You like, didn't like, or
Initially it was really hard. I had
Okay.
moved there in 2014, and there wasn't much
okay.
there. 2018, me and my partner at the time, we got attacked by this group of 12 guys for being NRIs. So to be honest, I cannot say initially it was the best experience, but by the end of it, it was probably one of the funner cities that I lived in. Bombay had really grown, and there was a lot more that you could do. There were some really fun clubs that opened up. There were some really nice cafes that opened up, and so it felt like I was a bit more at home. Like I had ended up making
Okay.
it my home.
Okay.
So yeah, it was really good. I still have some really close friends that are in Mumbai, and actually planning a trip in a couple months. I really want to take my fiance there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, still the dentist friends are in touch?
Some
Or
of them.
Some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, as you are a native Indian, so you have been to India before this, or you never been to India?
I had been, but only on like vacation.
Okay.
Like for a week or two to visit my some of my
Relate-
family, my dad's
relatives,
side.
yeah,
So we had been, and I remember
Mumbai only, or which part of India?
Mumbai and Delhi.
Delhi.
So my dad's side lives in Mumbai, and my mom's side in Delhi.
Okay.
And yeah, I remember as a kid going and counting all the street dogs, because it was just so new to me that each dog didn't have an owner. Yeah.
Fun side.
Yeah.
So, almost 5 or 6 months back, you joined Ryder Wallet. So, what make you say yes to Ryder Wallet as a CMO? What was the convincing point?
So Ryder was really cool. It took me a while to get my first self-custody wallet, my hardware wallet.
Okay.
I've been in crypto since 2019, end of 2019, early 2020. And I mean, the idea of self-custody is so daunting.
True.
It's so scary because, you pay a bank right now, you pay them, $20, whatever, they take care of your funds. Any mishaps happen, they at least take care of it. With self-custody, if everything goes, you really have no help. You have no one to blame. You have nothing that you can do. Now, I was looking at all the options, and this was, I was being heavily targeted by Tangent's ads. Like, to the Tangent team, great job with your ads, because wow, like I really, really targeted. And at the time, I was also looking at Ledger and Trezor, and I heard horror stories. Even our company wallet at Luna had got drained. Unfortunately, I know someone whose Trezor got completely wiped.
Oh.
Like just wiped clean. And so all these things are like going through my head, and I'm like, oh my God, there needs to be something better. And Ryder, a friend reached out and he was like, I have this company. I didn't want to refer you because I wanted to keep you for me, but they really need marketing. And I was like, okay, tell me about it. And I was still in university at the time. I joined Ryder, and to be honest, it was like I had found my dream job. It was just perfection. Touch wood. So grateful. But the team is great. The company vision is great. The way that the product has been built is actually for solutions. Everyone from the team has a similar background.
Okay.
It's like similar stories, similar horror stories, and similar experiences. And so, it just seemed like the perfect fit, to the point where I ended up dropping out of my degree in surgery.
Cool. So how Ryder Wallet is different from, let's say, Trust Wallet for a layman person, Trust Wallet, or SafePal hardware wallet, and Ryder. So how it's different from this?
Well, there are a couple different ways. So I guess for the people that are new here, you have a few different types of wallets, right? You have your hot wallet and you have a cold wallet. And your hot wallet is one that's connected to the internet. So you have self-custody and, custodial and non-custodial. So you can use an exchange wallet where the exchanges will hold your funds. We saw what happened with FTX 3 years ago now. And a lot of people lost their money. So using an exchange was not really an option. Plus, I have an American passport. So, I cannot even KYC on the exchanges that I really want to. Now, moving into the hot wallets, you have MetaMask and you have Trust Wallet and all these other tools, but your funds aren't safe on there. You can't put your savings on there. What happens if you connect to a phishing site or you interact? I love my meme coins. If I interact with a faulty contract, gone. And how many seed phrases am I supposed to keep? So the only option there was to use a hardware wallet, and a cold wallet, and basically that stores your funds offline. Again, you are your own bank, and so it all depends on the safety of it all. Comparing SafePal to Ryder, I mean, the whole difference is in the recovery. We make it so that it's impossible to lose your wallet. So that guy James that lost his Bitcoin in a landfill in the UK?
No.
So he's lost like millions of dollars because it was on his hardware wallet.
Okay.
And from that, he essentially ended up throwing away his hardware wallet. And he's been searching this UK landfill where all the garbage goes for years, and has not been able to find his wallet. Now, it's been years, and he's been trying to buy the landfill so that he can properly search it, but the UK government isn't even letting him do that. There's actually a documentary coming out on it soon. So there's a lot that goes wrong with self-custody. We're not ready for, to be our own bank.
True.
We're humans, we make mistakes, and so this is what I really liked about Ryder. our CTO and co-founder, his name is Marvin. He developed this technology called Tap Safe Recovery, and he uses Shamir secret sharing. I'm sure that you know, but yeah, it's been tried and tested for decades. It works really well. It's what a lot of military groups or government bodies use for because it's quite safe, and essentially it breaks up the recovery of your wallet into different pieces. So to recover your wallet, you just need to piece the puzzle together, and you can restore it.
Okay, awesome. So how many users do we have right now?
Just about 2,000. So we're still small. We only launched about 3.5 months ago. So still new, but we've had really good feedback and sales are picking up quite fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I want to buy it, what are the charges from where I can get it?
It's around $250, but we have a couple of different promotions running. And it's only on sale at rider.id.
Okay.
If you use, I'll create a discount code for you and your followers so that, because my discount code is Nish, but if we create it for affiliates, you get more of a discount. So
we will work, Nish will work for us.
But I'll set one up for you. That's slightly higher, at least for your users.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good.
So if guys, do you want a Ryder wallet? Comment. We'll share a coupon code with you.
Sounds good.
Cool. In this, you said you love your meme coins. Mm-hmm. So are you a meme trader as well?
I love my shit coins.
Oh.
I love them so much. I'm a complete degenerate.
Cool. Which are your top 3 holdings in your shit coins?
So right now, I to be honest, I'm like a really big degen, so I don't want to give financial advice. But I want to say that my biggest holdings in the past, I got into Pepe at a $9 million market cap because I know it's so good. But I sold. So at the time, I've really I guess grown a lot through the years. Now, I had the strategy of only putting $50 into 3 different meme coins every month. Okay. And Pepe was one of those at the $9 million market cap. Now, had I held till today, it would, at its peak, it was worth 11,000. However, I sold at $850 and I was so proud of myself. I was like, I'm going to buy shoes. But other than that, I mean, I don't really disclose my meme holdings. But I do a lot of random trades on Pump Fund.
Okay. Cool, man. So do you think the market scenario, as per the market scenario, meme season is dead or it's gone, or what's your perspective on this?
It slowed down a lot. Yeah. I think in crypto we have a problem where people want to get rich really fast. Yeah. And Pump Fund is a great platform. It's really fun. It's a great site to be on, but there's so many bad actors that it's like, who do you trust anymore? True. The majority of coins that launch on Pump Fund are scams or rugs, and that's really unfortunate. But the entire meme industry, I think it's slowed down a little bit, but overall, I think it's also a part of crypto culture. I don't think that it's going to disappear fully. True. If it's not Pump Fund, then it's BNB chain. If it's not BNB chain, it's Base, and there's always going to be a meme coin
coming.
Yeah.
So when we are talking about altcoins and meme coins, so crypto altcoins always runs on a narratives. Mm-hmm. And somewhere our team has read or heard that you love DeSci narrative.
I do.
And you are a big believer of that. Mm-hmm. So personally, RWA is my favorite. Mm-hmm. In terms of narrative. So what do you think about DeSci? What's the future looks like for that?
I think it's really needed. I actually did a decentralized science webinar, I want to say 6 months ago, but mine was about research. And coming from the medical field, as I mentioned, I started my master's in surgery. And one of my research papers is coming out on AI and dentistry. Okay. Now, in the process, my professor, he's almost a celebrity in the space in perio specifically, because he has so much research out, and he's really highly respected. Now, one of his research papers recently was about how there's bias even on publication. So your Q1 journals, the highest quality of journals that you can get, even they have biases where if they recognize the author, they're 4 times faster to approve those articles than if a new author was there.
Okay.
And so, there's a lot of issues with that. Even if you look at, let's say peptides are a huge narrative right now, right? A lot of the research that's being done is funded, let's say for retatrutide, is funded by Eli Lilly, the same people that did Manjaro. And obviously, if they're funding the drug and they're also creating the drug, there is that potential for bias.
Sure.
So, the research narrative is controlled. The funding is controlled. The publications are controlled. And that's why I feel like decentralized science can fix this.
Okay.
The only drawback is that I feel like quality is really important here. And as an industry, how we're going to gauge that quality is going to be the next, I guess, step to mass adoption of DeSci.
Okay. Do you have any DeSci tokens in your mind?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Research or
No, I
anything?
really enjoyed VitaDAO.
Okay.
I don't hold any of these tokens, but I really like what they're doing. They
Okay.
also incubate a lot of projects, and they have this really nice ecosystem. And so if anyone's curious on where to start, I mean, that's where I started. And yeah, it's an interesting one.
So do you think altcoins always runs on a narratives only, and what's the upcoming narrative do you see?
Heavy metals, precious metals, actually.
Silver, copper.
Yeah, so what was that token on Pump Fund? Copper Inu?
Yeah.
That it did it was at 11 mil yesterday when I
Yes.
checked it. I stopped going on Pump Fund for a while, but immediately yesterday I was like, what?
Cool. So if we come back to wallet, so wallets been the first step for user experience in Web3. And major hardware wallets and hot wallets focus on tech much more. As a
Yeah.
marketer, what do you think they are doing wrong in user onboarding?
Everyone markets to an audience that they feel will understand the technology behind it.
Okay.
And that's the main drawback with marketing. Right now, we're marketing to the same, I don't know, couple million users that are in
Yes,
crypto.
true.
And every single token and every single company, every single wallet, every single, I don't know, infra layer, everything is marketing to the same number of users.
True.
And everyone keeps talking about onboarding the next billion users. But the truth is that you're not ready. You're just not ready. The UI isn't there. The chains cannot handle it. The technology is way too complicated. The crypto UI is so confusing. So with Ryder, we really tried to simplify the product.
Okay.
Our CPO, his name is Julian. He comes from over a decade of traditional hardware products, consumer
Okay.
hardware. He's actually shipped over 250,000 products. So he's really, really experienced.
How much?
250,000.
Oh.
Now, he doesn't come from, well, he's not crypto native
Okay.
per se in terms of experience, but that's why we love his work.
True.
When he designed the Ryder one, he basically was like, this needs to feel like a normal consumer hardware product for the masses.
Okay.
And so if you look at it, I actually have the wallet on me, but I'll pull it out in a second. But if you look at the wallet, you'll see that it's designed to feel like,
Thanks, man.
okay, so this is the Ryder one.
Oh.
Here.
Thank you.
And you can see that it's like,
Cool.
so if you press the button at the bottom, it'll turn on. Just hold it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it has an AMOLED. Now, it's made to feel like a normal,
Yes, yes.
consumer hardware product. And even the UI of it is meant to be able to onboard our parents. Our
Okay.
CEO, Luis, in his bio on Twitter, says onboarding your mom and dad to crypto, because that's really the aim of it, is if we cannot even onboard our parents who really struggle with technology as it is, then the product's not simple enough.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, it struck my mind that everyone is marketing their product to the same Web3 guys.
Yeah.
So let's suppose there are 500 people. So 20 wallet companies, they are targeting those 500 peoples only. No
Yeah.
one is onboarding new users or spreading awareness or making it easier
Yeah.
to onboard the users. So that's very impressive that you guys are building a tech or a product experience which can onboard our parents as well.
Yeah. And to be honest, it's tricky to, even onboard people into the space. Even the
True.
Bitcoin ETFs, the majority of people who bought the Bitcoin ETFs were already crypto native.
True.
So it actually led more crypto natives into traditional finance than traditional finance into crypto.
Yes.
Which is really interesting if you look at it, because it shows how risk averse the rest of the population still is.
Yes.
We're so early if you actually zoom out. It's exciting.
Yes. So as we are talking about onboarding non-crypto people to crypto, let's suppose if non-crypto guy ask you, why do I need wallet in crypto? So what do you tell them?
I was interviewing someone at the start of December at Breakpoint. Her name is Diana. She's from
Okay.
Wallet Connect.
Okay.
Shout out to Diana. She's insane. She's amazing.
Okay.
I asked her, what would you say to people that don't practice self custody? And she said, not practicing self custody is like having poor hygiene. And it's such a good way to put it. It's such a basic habit that you should form, especially if you've been in the space for a while.
True.
If you still aren't practicing self custody, you're waiting for something bad to happen.
Okay.
So you'd rather just be prepared. It's like buying insurance or health insurance. You don't buy it knowing that you're sick. You buy it so that if and when you do get sick, you're covered. And this is the same situation. It's just one of those in case measures that I feel like everyone should practice.
Okay. Interesting. That one sentence is
Yeah.
bang on.
Brush your teeth, practice self custody.
So, as working with Ryder, after 5 years, 10 years, where do you see wallets in the future? Like it would be an app, super app, or invisible infrastructure where we don't feel it,
Yeah.
but it's there.
It's so funny that you asked this. Before I came here, we were having a team meeting about the direction of where we want to take the company. And,
Okay.
there were a lot of discussions about this, about where we see hardware wallets, self-custody, and those practices. And I feel like the next major switch is going to happen with the identity and data sovereignty. I feel like
Okay.
it's really important for people to own their data. And we're seeing that more and more frequently now. I don't know if you saw, but there was this new, at the Davos meeting that happened, there was this idea that floated around saying that, and it was proposed by Palantir,
Okay.
but basically that everyone will have a risk score of how
Okay.
likely they are to commit crimes. And, if they're identified at like an airport or, some form of, let's say an airport, for example, public spaces, then they have the right to be searched according to their risk profile. So
Okay.
this would be specifically for like money laundering or, other, I guess, malicious acts. But it's just so interesting that we've come that far in terms of technology where we can be tracked. Did you know that in any major city, your photo is taken on average 6 times a day?
Okay.
As in,
Interesting.
you're in the background of other people's photos, cameras around you. You just don't know. Now, 6 times a day is a lot.
A lot.
In Dubai, they've installed cameras all over the palm now. So that's like weirding me out. But, everywhere I go, I know that I'm on camera somewhere. And, I think that the next play will be on data,
Okay.
personally. Now, when it comes to self-custody, it would be interesting to see how self-custody and banking infrastructure can link together, and where the DeFi narrative will follow,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think banks will hate self-custody. They
of course. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would be difficult to combine them. So that's so interesting thing you have mentioned, that it's proposed that individual will have a crime score,
Yeah.
like we have a financial score or credit scores, and then
And it's linked to your face. So imagine if the airport cameras can identify you and alert you to authorities
Come
as,
here, we'll check
a
it.
known offender or something like that. It's like, where are we heading with this?
True.
Like, are politicians immune to that?
Mm,
Where do we draw the line?
true.
Yeah.
So even in the world of AI, Earlier data was precious, but now in the world of AI, data is super precious.
Yeah.
Every data AI engine needs data to process them, train them. So over the period, I think everything, what the crime score and everything would be processed by AI and
Yeah.
would be shifted to
Yeah,
this.
that's exactly what Palantir proposed, is that
Okay.
AI would be able to process this. But we know that AI makes mistakes.
True.
So how are we depending on AI and putting that intelligence above human intelligence and above, I guess, human integrity as well? You know, like person to person, at the end of the day, we're all human, you know? We
True.
all make mistakes. So at what, like, my main question here is, where do we actually draw the line?
True. Have you like experience with ChatGPT that you ask something, then we know the answer and we tell ChatGPT that it's wrong. Oh, sorry, my mistake.
The worst. It's the
So
worst.
until and unless you know the answer, ChatGPT is right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's wrong.
Yeah, yeah, it's insane. I mean, for my master's, a lot of the projects or assignments that we were doing, my classmates were using AI, and
Okay.
I gave them access to my chat GPT. I was like, use it, feel free. I pay for it, and I would never use it for my own assignments because I
Oh.
know that the misinformation that AI spits out is not worth it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it really wasn't. It gathers random information. If you ask it for a source, it'll give you something that's not credible. If you put in a research paper into ChatGPT, maybe 40% of the time, it'll even give you the citation wrong.
Oh.
So it's really interesting the way that AI works. It's not ready. It's
Yeah,
not just
it's
not
we are
ready
not
yet.
ready. It's long way to go.
Yeah.
So, if any girl who is 18, 19-year old, who is watching you and wants to be in Web3, what advice you will give it to her?
If you're new to Web3 as a whole, there's a lot of organizations, like Shifi is one of them, that really onboard a lot of women. Onboard in the sense that they give them community, they give them support. I haven't been part of any of their cohorts, but I know a lot of women that are, and they speak volumes about it. I really like what they do. And then I guess the second piece of advice is figure out what your niche is, you know, like what skill set you want to bring to the table, and see how you can connect Web 2 with Web 3, because that's really where the demand's going to be at.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
So, we heard somewhere that every year, 2 months, you like to spend time in Thailand
Yeah.
health initiatives.
Yeah, yeah.
So, why is that? How you found it?
Oh God. I can link like a really, I guess, you know, a really big like mindset change to all of this.
Okay.
But basically, about 5 years ago now, 2022. So 4 years ago, I had this like life-changing moment, and I was sitting on this flight, and I remember I was so unhappy with myself, like physically, mentally, emotionally. I wasn't happy with my relationships, romantically, socially, with myself, like with my family. I was just unhappy with everything. And when life is that way, you have to take a step back and think, maybe I'm the problem. And that's what I thought on that plane. And I remember thinking to myself, why am I the problem? And I realized in that moment that I was putting so much pressure on myself, when in reality, no one on the plane even knew me. I felt like I had to conquer the world, and I'm like, for what? The world is whatever I choose to make it. So I decided to just be nicer to myself.
Okay.
And just, I said, nothing's gonna hold me back. If I was vegetarian at the time because I ate a weird piece of chicken, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna get over my fears. Nothing's gonna hold me back anymore. I started eating chicken, ended up losing like 18 kilos within like 3 months because of my diet change. I was like, I struggle to drink black coffee. I'm gonna force myself to drink espressos for a month. Let's see. And today I cannot drink coffee with milk anymore. All I drink is black coffee. But you know, in that moment, that mind shift really came from being kinder to myself. Now, when I met my fiance Anish, he's really big into fitness. You know,
Okay.
really enjoyed it. I was weight training since like 2015, but nothing like this. Now he goes to me, okay, try my workouts, and he made me a workout plan, and I just started losing weight like crazy. I mean, all of a sudden I had abs and everything just changed. And I was like, this is crazy. And he goes, I want to show you Thailand. And he'd been
Okay.
going there for 9 years now.
Oh.
And so, we go to Thailand and it's basically this one street that's nothing but gyms.
Okay.
And Muay Thai training camps, fitness camps. There's about 9 different gyms on this 1 kilometer street.
Okay.
Gyms, massage places, and food.
That's
The
it.
best. Yeah. So the first time I went, I remember thinking to myself, like, this is absolutely insane. I was struggling with the classes, but the classes are so difficult that when you're done, you kind of think to yourself, nothing can actually mess with me. If I could overcome my workout this morning, nothing's going to get harder.
True.
Right? So that mindset, it constantly puts you in that mindset. So now we like to spend 2 months of the year in Thailand on that training street. And bear in mind, it's not luxury. Like we stay in a 3-star hotel, and it's like whatever. We're not there for luxury. We're there to get better.
True.
And so that's our place to just mentally put life into focus and just become the best versions of ourselves.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So fitness can make wonders in our life. Absolutely.
Yeah, huge.
So do you guys, in that street, it's available 12 months a year or
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you by choice go 2 months a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we break it up. Like over New Year's, I told Anish that I wanted to start the new year with my best self forward. And we decided to go to Thailand for that and just train and, in between, it's in Phuket, so you can go to the islands or, we fly in and out of Krabi. There's so many things that you can do
True.
in Thailand.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really
Cool,
nice.
cool.
Have you been?
I have been to there, but I haven't seen this street.
training street,
Yeah. Next
Yeah.
time I'm gonna go there. At least we'll spend 2 weeks there.
It's insane. It's actually like the coolest thing because everyone there is in the same mindset where they're like, I'm here to get better. I'm here to become, hit certain goals.
Okay.
Or change their life or find themselves. You get all different people there.
And the people around you set the tone of your mindset.
Exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
a game changer for us. So you've been born and brought up in US?
No, I was born in Cyprus.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
And raised between Cyprus, Greece, Miami, Texas, and
So as you are a US passport holder, what do you think Trump is blessing to the crypto industry or curse to the industry?
I feel like this election was like the lesser of two evils.
Okay.
I don't think that we've had a great choice. As American politics goes. I cannot say that Trump has been amazing. He's actually made, what was the figure? I talked about this on my podcast. I believe it's $1.2 billion now from crypto alone. And that's really interesting because, it's been openly done through Melania token and through Trump
token.
cards and through Trump token and then World Liberty Finance and then
USD1.
Justin Sun put $75 million into World Liberty Finance, but in the contract, 75% of that goes to the Trump family.
Oh.
And so you've brought him on as an advisor now. He's paid for that position. At the time, he was undergoing his own, legal case, and that got dropped. He got pardoned. And, it just makes you look at politics for really what it is. At least he's transparent. If he's taking bribes, and at least he's doing it openly. I don't know what other choice do we
bribe
have.
on chain.
Seriously, I don't know what other choice we have. How do we look at it?
True.
There's just. Yeah.
But
I'm glad I live here. Is all I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you like the most in Dubai?
I love how safe it is here, and I know that people will comment and say, that these cases happen, but they're really rare. Like they're actually so rare.
Safety is non-negotiable here.
It really is. And I've seen it firsthand. A friend of mine lost their wallet, got it back with all the money in there. It's. I think just the sense of safety here. A lot of people just leave their doors unlocked.
I don't lock my doors.
Really?
Really?
I bought a lock that automatically locks now for my door.
Okay.
And only opens with my fingerprint because of the habit of not locking my door. it's just better to be safe. It's again like bad hygiene.
True.
Lock your doors.
I have left my phone in cab like 3-4 times. Every time I got it back.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, we went to that JBR. We earned that teddies in
Yeah.
game zone. Then in the boot, we had a 3 teddies and we forgot in the cab.
Yeah.
So next day we got it back as well. So it
That's
was,
what I mean. And one of my favorite things here is that no one's really from here. So Emiratis only make up 9% of the population. The majority of them are still Bedouin. They still live in the desert.
Yes.
And so the majority of people in Dubai aren't from here. And so they have that growth mindset as well of,
Yes.
okay, I've moved around. I'm here for a better quality of life. And, you know, like I said, for Thailand, everyone's here with a similar mindset of trying to be better and do better things.
Yes,
Yeah.
true. So let's have a rapid fire round. I
Okay.
will give you a quick question or two choices. You can choose what you like. So, wallets or exchanges and why?
Wallets, because I'm a massive fan of decentralized finance.
Okay. Marketing or product, which is important for the project?
We've seen that marketing is more important. We've just seen it.
True.
But personally, I would appreciate product.
Okay. Long-term conviction or short-term narratives?
Long-term conviction. Yeah, I'm a big believer in hodling. You know, I think meme coins are fun, but that's really all they are. They're fun. They're gambling. I'm not much of a gambler, so
Okay.
long-term.
Okay. Content creation or behind the scene building?
Both are important. I think
Okay.
you have to split the team.
Okay.
For me, I'm more of a behind the scenes person, but because I'm in marketing, I support
We
the
have to
content
be seen
creation.
on the screen. PR agencies or in-house marketing team for any project?
In-house marketing, always.
Early morning or late nights?
Early morning,
Baking at home or dining out?
at home,
Dogs or travel?
traveling with dogs.
One crypto myth you want to break?
That I want to break.
Yeah.
XRP. I don't at me, please. I know XRP community is really strong, but really just yeah.
Have you seen those videos that community says we will go hit $100 in this? Okay.
You know, that's why just break it. Just let it go. I don't want to talk about it.
One habit you can't live without?
Gymming.
Nice. One word that defines your relationship with crypto?
Say excitement.
Okay. Podcast or panel?
Podcast.
Okay. Thank you. If not crypto or dentistry, what would you be doing today?
I love baking. I'd probably end up doing a bakery or something. I don't know.
Okay, interesting. Here we end up the rapid fire round. So awesome. Thanks for being a spot. So Nish, in next 3-4 years, where do you see yourself personally and professionally?
So, you know, as I mentioned, I love doing multiple things and I love being part of growth. In the next maybe 3 to 4 years, I would love for, you know, Ryder to go through an acquisition or an IPO. You know, that Ledger just went through an IPO.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I want to gear up for that. I'm also advising a couple projects. So I advise Tracer, which is a climate tech company.
Okay.
I would love to see the climate tech space grow. It's super early right now, but you know, the backers that this company has is insane. Also the team's experience. It's nice to see Web2 natives that have been serial entrepreneurs and very successful come into Web3 for the technology now, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's another one that I'm really hopeful for in the next, you know, 3-4 years. I'm also advising an exchange, and I would love for them to launch, but they want to stay very private. And so
Okay.
let's see how that one goes.
Okay, awesome. And personally?
Personally, well, I mean, I would love to start a family. I just got engaged.
Congratulations for
thank
that.
you. It's only been 3 weeks. But I'd love to level up with in terms of family. But other than that, I really have everything that I could have asked for.
Awesome. Touch wood.
Yeah. How about you?
My next 3 years goal would be so I have some numbers in my mind that I want to achieve. And recently, as you have said, I have started focusing more. So since 3-4 years, I have not focused on my health, sleeping cycles, meal timings,
Yeah.
spending a time on myself. So I have changed the whole routine of myself since 1.5 months.
Yeah.
So it's giving me tremendous results and self confidence and everything. So I want to pursue it for next almost years and years and years. We'll
Yeah.
try Thailand things as well.
During that little game changer moment, I kind of realized, in the next year that entire time I wasn't treating myself as a main character of my own life. And if you don't live life with yourself as a main character, whose story are you the main character in?
Bang on.
So that mindset, I'm so excited for you. I have goosebumps. It's the best change
True.
that you can ever go through.
True.
Because there's so much growth that comes with it. And as soon as you start pushing yourself out of that comfort zone, I mean, that's really where it goes. So it's taken me about 3.5 years to finally get to the place where I'm like, I can't ask for anything else.
Absolutely. So being a main character of your life is a great mind shift. So whenever something bad happens with me, I think I need some masala in my biography. So it needs to happen. Otherwise, my biography would be flat.
Exactly. I listened to this podcast and it's called A Mindset Mentor.
Okay.
And it's this guy named Rob Dial. And I found it because he was talking about managing your time. So while in dental school, I was working 4 jobs and doing a full-time master's in surgery.
Okay.
The degree was Sunday through Thursday and my jobs were Monday through Friday. I had one day off, which I was catching up on work. And to be honest, I was stressed out my mind. And I remember I started listening to this guy and found some really cool episodes. And it went from time management to mindset.
Okay.
And the shift that really came because he said this one line and it really stuck to me. He said, life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you.
Oh.
Now, if you want to think that everything is happening to you, you will never lose that victim mindset. But the second that you realize that every setback that you go through is there to give you some form of growth or to teach you some form of lesson or to add or remove certain people in your life. But there's always good that comes of it.
True.
So it's up to you how you want to view it. And, I think that shift of mindset is really, really important.
True. Has anyone told you can be a motivational speaker as well?
I don't know how many people would listen to me. I get tired of listening to me.
No. That's great insight. So, Nish, you have spent time in Luna PR, you were director there. You have advised a lot of projects on marketing. By the way, she has a podcast as well, NFA.
Yeah.
Please go watch. She has a very good quality content. So you being a podcast host, you are a CMO of Ryder Wallet. Any budding new Web3 marketers, what advice you will give to them?
Just keep at it. Keep trying and take every setback and try and see what you can learn from it. If anyone that feels like they're not going to get negative criticism is in La La Land. It's the hardest thing to learn. But once you accept the fact that you will make mistakes and everyone will give you that criticism for your own betterment, start taking it in stride and you will guarantee have the biggest growth in your career. Other than that, it's really just consistency.
Yeah.
More than anything, it's consistency. I don't know if you saw that the statistic about podcasts, but it's like I think only 80% of podcasts make it past 25 episodes. Yeah. It's crazy.
So I'm in top 20%.
Me too.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Let me show you one thing. So on completing 20 episodes, our team has made some graphics. So,
Yeah,
we'll,
we made
we'll
it
show
to
you after the shoot. I need to
we
find
made
it.
it to the top 30% on Spotify.
Oh, awesome.
And you know, like we were laughing about it because really, me and my co-host, his name is Michael Frackers or Michiel Frackers.
Okay.
Now Frackers is like we started this podcast just to stay up to date, and to be honest, we have some really funny conversations, and he has some weird stories. Like he was on a board of advisors with Bill Gates. He met
Ah.
Paris Hilton. I don't know. The dude just has some really cool stories. So, you know, we started the podcast just because it was enjoyable for us, and it ended up, you know, growing quite fast. So, you know, that's really just proofs in the pudding. Consistency is key.
Absolutely. And when for us, it's not a bread and butter.
Yeah.
It's takes guts to be consistent.
Yeah.
Because you are not making money from that, but you are doing it for hobby. So it's you can do 5 episodes, 10 episodes, but then you are like, why I'm doing this?
Yeah.
What outcome we'll get?
Yeah.
So it's
And there were moments where I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, what, like, is this a time drain? Because I remember I was still working the 4 jobs and I had school. So it really was a lot. But now that I've dropped out and I've freed up 40 hours a week, you know, I finally have time for myself and all the things I love. And I'm realizing how enjoyable life really is. You know,
awesome.
Actually, that's good advice for people. Is I know that you want to take on a lot, but if you dial it back, you can actually enjoy what you're doing more.
True. Then life would be much easier and enjoying.
Yeah, exactly.
True. Awesome.
Exactly.
So Nish, pleasure talking to you. Had a lot of fun and knowledge session with you.
Likewise.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been really fun.
Thank you.
Awesome. And you have to say like, subscribe, and share because YouTube loves that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So guys, this is the first time I'm doing this on Niche Advice. So if you like, till you are watching this podcast, like this video, share with your friends and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, and comment if you want a discount code for Ryder.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.